All right, let's dive in. Today isn't about memorizing a boring list of grammar rules. Nope, we're actually building a toolkit together, one that's going to make everything you write feel more powerful and way more confident. Let's get right to it.
Oh, you know that feeling, right? That heart-stopping moment right after you hit send on an important email, and then you spot it, a massive typo. It's that instant panic, that feeling of, oh no, where you just wish you could reach into the screen and snatch it back. We've all been there.
Well, that anxiety is exactly what we're here to solve. Think of this as your new blueprint for clear, confident writing. We're going to walk through some simple, super effective rules that'll help you spot those mistakes before they happen. The goal? So you can write with total confidence every single time.
Okay, first things first. We have to build the foundation. These are like the steel beams and concrete of good writing, the absolute non-negotiables for putting together sentences that are strong, stable, and actually make sense.
So our very first building block is all about avoiding the sentence fragment. What's that? Just think of it as an incomplete thought. It's like a sentence that starts a story but never finishes it. It just stops. And that leaves your reader completely hanging, trying to figure out what you meant.
The good news is, fixing a fragment is usually super easy. Look at this. Although he was tired. That just leaves you hanging, right? You're asking, and then what? All we have to do is finish the thought. By adding, he kept studying, boom, we have a complete, satisfying sentence.
Now, on the flip side of fragments, you've got run-on sentences. This is where you have two or maybe even more complete ideas all smashed together without any kind of break. It's like a word traffic jam. It forces your reader to untangle it all. But the fix is simple. Just add a little punctuation, like a comma and the word and you give the sentence room to breathe. Okay, this one is absolutely fundamental. Subject-verb agreement. It's basically a partnership. A singular subject, like the dog, needs a singular verb partner, runs. And a plural subject, like the dogs, needs its plural partner, run. They have to match up perfectly, otherwise the whole sentence just feels off.
All right, our foundation is solid. Now it's time to open up the Precision Toolkit. These are the tools that are going to help us add all the right details and get rid of those really common, super frustrating little mistakes we all make.
The apostrophe. This little guy trips up so many people, but it's actually pretty straightforward. It really only has two main jobs. Job number one, showing ownership, like Sarah's book. The book belongs to Sarah. And job number two, making contractions, which is just smushing two words together, like turning they are into their.
Okay, now take a look at this sentence. At first glance, it seems totally fine, right? But trust me, there's a huge problem hiding in plain sight here, one that can leave your reader completely confused.
So, who was happy? Was it Sam or was it Alex? Who is he? We have no idea. The pronoun is totally ambiguous. This is a classic clarity killer called an unclear pronoun reference.
And the fix is so simple. Just be specific. Instead of that vague he, we just say Sam. When Sam met Alex, Sam was happy. All the confusion is gone. Yeah, it might feel a little repetitive, but believe me, when it comes to good writing, clarity is always the winner.
Here's a fun one. Remember in math class how two negatives make a positive? Well, it's the same in English. If you say, I don't have no money, you're technically saying that you do have money. It cancels out. So if you want to say you're broke, you just need one negative. I don't have any money. Simple as that.
Of course, our Precision Toolkit wouldn't be complete without talking about punctuation. The easiest way to think about it is like traffic signals for your sentences. A period, that's a full stop. A comma is like a yield sign, telling the reader to pause for a second. A question mark points them in a new direction, and an exclamation point, that's just flooring the gas pedal for emphasis.
Okay, for our last section, we're leveling up. We're moving past just being correct and into the real art of making your writing powerful and memorable. This is where we learn how to make your words really shine.
Let's talk active versus passive voice. In The Ball Was Chased by the Dog, the ball is just kind of sitting there having something done to it. It's passive. But look at the active version. The dog chased the ball. Suddenly there's energy. The dog is doing something. Active voice is almost always more direct, more powerful, and just plain more interesting to read.
You know, we all have a habit of adding extra fluff to our writing. Take a phrase like this, in my personal opinion. Well, of course it's personal. It's your opinion. And I think. We already know you think it. You're the one writing. All those extra words are just clutter. But watch what happens when we just
cut the fluff. I think that? See, it's instantly stronger, more direct, and way more confident. Great writing isn't about using big words. It's about getting straight to the point.
Now this rule is a bit more subtle, but it makes a huge difference. It's called parallel structure. All it means is that when you have a list, you keep all the items in the same format. See how reading, writing, and to paint feels a little wobbly? It's not balanced. But reading, writing, and painting, see? Everything lines up perfectly. It just flows so much better.
And there you have it. We started by building that solid foundation for our sentences, then we opened up the Precision Toolkit to get the details right, and finally, we learned how to make it all shine. These are the essentials, the blueprint you need for truly clear and confident writing.
Look, the best way to make these rules stick is to actually use them. So I've got a question for you. What's one thing you're going to write today? An email, a report, even just a text message, using these new tools to make it clearer? Give it a shot. Thanks for tuning in.